Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. A few years before, there was a conference in India, International Yoga Conference, and I was supposed to address it for 3 days. After my talks were over, there was one lady from US. She said, "I am in a great hurry, I can't spend time with you." I said, "I am very happy, go ahead." He said, "I wanted to ask you something, but I'll ask you after I reach US, I'll call you." Then I forgot about it. One night at 2 o'clock, her call came. I said, "I don't talk at night, so call me daytime." Then she again called and asked. I am writing a book on the mind in the eyes of the Western world and the Eastern world. So I want your input on this topic. I said, "I'll tell you in one line, and I don't like discussions." Okay? He said, "All right." I said, "You people talk about mind as a problem. Depression, dejection, all kinds of unhealthy conditions and how to solve them. Then we talk about mind as an asset, not as a liability. This is the basic difference. For those who have mind as a liability, they get lost in depression, dejection, argument, logic, reason. But if we take mind as an asset, then we explore the possible dormant potentialities which are available to everyone in our life. This is what is the basis of Yoga Shastra, with reference to these two principles which Virendra has asked me to indulge with, Yama and the Niyama. The first principle is, life is lived, or all the experiences of life are happening only in the mind. Nothing happens to the body. Everything happens to the mind. Now this principle is very simple, but we are not aware of it. And how I learned this principle is from my personal experience. Once there was something wrong with my right big toe. In Bombay it happened. And there was some kind of a growth, like a strawberry. So when one gentleman came, did namaskar, he asked me, "Swamiji, what is wrong with you here? Something is growing." I said, "That is called as wisdom toe." See, ignorant people get wisdom tooth. I am getting wisdom toe. He said, "No, it's not a matter of joke, it's serious. You should not allow it to grow." I said, "Okay, I'll remove it and go to the doctor." He said, "I am a doctor and surgeon, I can do it." I said, "Okay, let's go." So I went to his clinic. He made me sit in a chair comfortably, asked me to put my leg on the stool. He said, "It's a very simple operation, I'll finish it here." So, "Okay, do." He gave local anesthesia, and after some time, 15-20 minutes, he was tapping with a stroke. And he said, "How do you feel?" I said, "Where? What?" Are you not feeling anything? I am hitting you here. I said, no. He said, then very good. No problem. He said, you can watch now. And he cut the toe from next to that big thing which was growing. And like we take out the ice cream from the pot with a scoop, he put the scalpel inside and like this he removed. In one go it came out. He says, you are lucky. It has not spread anywhere. Otherwise it takes care of the whole leg. Now it was over. But my mind was not there. I was thinking. I saw my toe being cut, blood coming out, but I had no experience of getting hurt and all that. Because my toe was in meditation. And it was a chemical meditation. Mind was banned from entering the toe through the local anesthesia. So where there is mind, there is experience. Where there is no mind, there is no experience. Like when we talk, and I keep on talking, but if your mind runs here and there, in between, so suddenly, sometimes some joke happens, everybody laughs, but one person's mind has gone somewhere, and then he doesn't catch that joke. Then he asks, hey, what happened? And when that joke is told by the next one, then he laughs, ha ha ha. Why? Because when the things were happening, mind was not there. So the first principle of life is, every experience happens to the mind and not to the body. How important it is. Same thing I have again confirmed when in India, Bangalore, there is a very big hospital, Narayan Hridayalayam. And I got good number of friends there, right from the top person to the other doctors. So they wanted me to see the open heart surgery. So I had to put on all the funny kind of clothes. And I went, and the patient was lying down on machines and ventilators. His chest was cut and open. For the first time I have seen a live heart, which was flat like a football, their tube inside, flat. He says, I'll explain. I said, explain me later. Finish, fellow will die. He said, no, nothing will happen to him. He is relaxed because he is in anesthesia. So his mind was not available. But life was there. Be very attentive. Mind has two aspects. One is a common mind, and second is a specific mind. Specific mind creates individuality. Common mind maintains life. Two things. Like gold is common for all the ornaments. It's a common factor. Then what makes the ornaments different from each other? A particular name, form, and the utility. Three things. If form, name, and utility, if they are melted by melting the ornament, gold remains. Nothing happens to gold. But the individuality of that ornament is dissolved, is it not? This is clear. Exactly the same way. There is one common mind, because of which life is maintained in every living being. In that mind, there is no problem. The example I gave you about the toe. Life was there. In a dead body, diseases do not happen. For the diseases to happen, the body has to be alive, is it not? Incidence of cancer in Catholic graveyard, 0. When there is no life, there cannot be any disease also or health also. So one aspect of the mind is, it is a common mind, because of which life is maintained in all the bodies. Whether it is the body of a human being or animal or an insect. And that life's expressions are also common. Life's expressions are common everywhere. For example, this happened in Delhi many years before. It was a rainy season and evening time I was sitting in a veranda of my friend's house and it was heavily raining, beautiful tube light, enjoying a cup of tea. I always like watching the rains, not getting into the rains. So I was watching it and one small lizard, because there were so many insects, she came for the supper. And when that lizard came to eat some insect, the moment she wanted to eat some insect will run away. A dead insect will not run, because there is life, run away. Then there was one big lizard. She came to attack the small lizard. Why you have come to my territory? Get away from here. So when the big lizard came, the small lizard ran away. Again, sense of insecurity. So the insect had sense of insecurity, the small lizard has. When the big lizard came, I was afraid that lest it falls in my tea, it will be difficult. So I took some stick and just wanted to get that big lizard away. The moment I touched, big lizard also got panicky and ran. And as the small lizard got more panicky and fell down on my hand, then I ran away. So this marathon gave me this knowledge. Expression of life is common everywhere. See? What are the expressions of life? 4. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maitunancha. 4. Ahara, eating. Nidra, sleep. Bhaya, a sense of insecurity or fear. Maitunancha, procreation. Common. If these are the only 4 things we practice in life, eat, sleep, all the time adding more and more value to the insurance by a fear, and Maitunancha, procreation. If these are the only 4 things we are engaged in our life, there is no reason we should be called as human beings. This is common between human beings and animals, is it not? See? Then what is that which makes us human beings? Dharmo hi tesham adhiko visheshaha dharmena hina pashubhis samana. What is that which makes us human beings? Is the principle of Dharma. What is principle of Dharma? These natural instincts are common between human beings and animals. Animals live on instincts. If we also start living only on instincts, we are like animals. Then, what is Dharma? Dharma is self-control. We should not be the victims of these natural instincts. Here you don't see that, but in India, the democracy is extended to animals also. It is not limited to human beings. So there is a beautiful flower bed and a buffalo comes from the other side. Do you think she will appreciate that flower bed, how beautiful it is? Go and start eating. The only thing, eat. See? Exactly the same way. If our life is based on instincts, see friends, then what is the reason we should be called as human beings? Animals don't have mother, father, uncle, auntie. They don't have. The calf born to the cow, when the calf is small, suckling, till then mother and son relation. After the same calf is grown up, there is no relation. It's only I want to go and enjoy. Who is she doesn't matter. See friends, how important it is. Therefore, if we live only on instincts, natural instincts, we are destroying ourselves. No, but I feel like the what do you call that? Same-sex marriages. Even animals don't do that. But that becomes a parliamentary question and voting. Can we call that as really human beings? See, friends, Cleopatra married her brother, historically, because she wanted to be the queen. And his wife only could be queen. So why he should bring a girl from outside when I am already in the house? So she got married to her own brother, so she can become the queen of the Roman Empire. Think. Therefore, we have to be very clear whether we are leading our life on the basis of instincts or on the basis of some human or humane principles. The definition of Manushya, man or human being, in Sanskrit is called as Manushya. Manushya means Manasa Sivyati iti Manushyaha. The one who establishes relationship with other fellow beings. He is called as human being. In animals there is no uncle, no auntie, no brother, no sister, no nothing. And once I establish a relation with somebody as a sister or as a mother, I can never think of getting married to a sister or a mother. That self-restraint, self-control is the dignity of human life. If we do not lead our life on the basis of self-control, there is no reason we are human beings. And therefore, you will get saints and sages among human beings. Don't get saints and sages among buffaloes, among cows. See? There is no evolution. They are born as animals, they die as animals. But among human beings, there is infinite potentiality. Born as an ordinary child and develops as a great master controlling millions of people's lives. How this happens? Because he is no more living on instincts. And it is here the Yoga Shastra comes into play. I was in New Zealand, staying in somebody's house for the first time. They didn't know me at all. So, whatever they want to do, next to my bed, they kept some books. Maybe Swamiji may like to read something. And one of the book was Doga. I was surprised, what is a Doga? Never heard such a book. So I was lying and I opened the book. And the book was Yoga for Dogs. Doga. And then another cartoon was there. One dog was sitting in meditation. And at the base, the caption was, he took Patanjali biscuits. You know, in India, there is a brand Patanjali. You know that Ramdev Baba? Now he is producing biscuits also. So it was written, he ate Patanjali biscuits. So instead of barking, he was in meditation. Self-control is the dignity of human being. If we don't have self-control, our life becomes like an animal. With the self-control only, families can be maintained. Otherwise, I versus you, you versus I, why should I do that? Why you should not do it? Ram Ram. Whole life is spent only fighting. I have cooked the food, you should wash the dishes. This constant argument, logic, brings out the animaliness. Therefore, self-control alone can help us get out of the limitations of the natural instincts and brings out the human being in us rather than the animal. See, life is common, animals as well as human beings. But the dormant, infinite, hidden potentialities from the human being can be invoked. In case of animals, they cannot be. See, friends, and therefore, we are given the science of yoga. It is called as Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga is, there are 8 limbs. Like, yoga is the body, limbs are the appendages. Like hands and legs, they are the limbs. And they are maintaining the body. If the hands are chopped off and legs are cut off, life becomes a most miserable existence. In the same manner, for the body of yoga, there are 8 limbs. 4 limbs are outside, 3 limbs are inside, and 1 limb is a doorway between the outside and inside. So the outside limbs include Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam. This is called as external disciplining of the mind. And internal is the Dharma, Dhyan, Samadhi. This is the internal disciplining of the mind. So this internal and the external, they are connected by the gateways through which the world enters inside the mind, and that discipline is called as pratyahar. So 8 of them. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, external. Pratyahar, all gateways closed. Then internal, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. When this leads to perfect control over the mind with reference to time, space and object, that perfect control is called as Sayyama. Sayyama means perfect control. Sayyama. So, yoga talks from, we start from the Yama and end up in the Sayyama. And such a Sayyamit mind, such a mind which is perfectly controlled with reference to time, space and object, that mind has infinite potentialities. And this is possible for everyone to invoke. Therefore, in the 3rd chapter of Patanjali Yoga Darshan, the topic is Vibhuti Pad. Means such a mind which has attained Sayyama, if it is focused on something, the dormant potentiality start manifesting. One example, when that mind which is perfectly controlled with reference to time, space and object, the mind doesn't run in the time, doesn't run from the place to place, doesn't run from object to object. Such a perfectly controlled mind, when it is focused on the esophagus, see, Kantakupe Sayyamat, when the full awareness or the mind is controlled with reference to time, space and object and focus on the esophagus, that person attains freedom from hunger and thirst. We come across the lives of many Mahatmas. They don't eat, they don't have thirst, yet they are healthy. Where from they get that? It is not by accident. So, as the amphibians can remain in hibernation for months together, they don't die. In the same manner, although a human being, such masters are able to remain in hibernation without going to die or without death. So these abilities, this is just one example, there are many of them. These abilities are dormant in every one of us. We have to invoke those abilities. And this will be done only by the one who has accepted this basic principle, that human mind has infinite potentialities. Mind is not a liability, it is an asset. Now you will see, majority of us have mind as a liability, is it not? And we are fed up of our own mind. So what we do? We try to run away from the mind. One method of running away from the mind is put the buds in the ears. Ding, ding, ding. Second is keep yourself busy doing something or the other. We are so much afraid of ourselves that we don't want to be alone. And some of us imagine, okay, this world is disturbing me. Therefore, I renounce everything. Go to Himalayas and sit for meditation. Where will you run away? Wherever you go, there you are. The source of all the problems. Therefore, we have to be fully convinced that the real dignity of leading a human life is we are practicing self-control. And once we are convinced of this, that we have to practice self-control, then question comes, what is the meaning of self-control? So, for that we analyze. See friends, my approach to life is, we have to learn from every experience of our life. A person who doesn't learn from the experiences of his or her life is worse than an animal. We have to learn. And whenever we have learned, we have grown wise. Like, as a child, all of us have, sometime or the other, touched the fire. And we have learned that fire burns. And with that knowledge, now again, when we are grown up, we come in contact with the fire. And that burning ability of the fire is invoked to our benefit. Because we have grown wise. Now apply the same principle in life. We have fulfilled right from childhood how many desires? 1, 2, millions of them. Have we learnt? What should be the learning? We fulfilled one desire, we got it. Then, is it okay? No, if I get that, you get that also. Is it okay? No, if it could be added. There is no end. And yet we don't learn that fulfillment of desires is not equal to fulfillment in life. Then what is our life? Life is a constant struggle from the womb to the tomb. I want this, I want that, I want this, no end to it. And as a result, we are constantly extrovert. See, we have to learn it. There are 3 principles through which the mind is attacked. One is janati, second is ichchati, third is karoti. First, we know about something. Then, after knowing, we desire that thing. After we desire, then we act upon to fulfill our desire. This principle is used in telemarketing. When we do not know, we don't desire that object, is it not? See, like my phone, mobile phone. It is doing very well, no problem. Then my friend in Houston, he says, Swamiji, your phone should have this type of protecting glass, dome shape, it is very good. It is very nice. When I didn't know, I didn't think about it. Then he showed his own phone, same model. See, it is so nice. I said, really, very good for you. Janati, I know. Then ichchati, desire. Till I didn't know, I didn't desire it. Ichchati, desire. Then karoti, Amazon.com. See friends, this is how The lack of self-control makes us extrovert in life. See? Yoga is a discipline which tells us, learn from your experiences. Learn from your experiences. But we don't. Do the same thing again and again. Again and again. So the discipline begins at two levels. One level discipline is, see, if you take our own life, what is our life? We come in contact with the world. And second thing, we are living with ourselves. So when we come in contact with the world, the discipline is called as Yama sadhana. And when we are living with ourselves, the discipline is called as Niyama sadhana. So the Yama and the Niyama, these are the peripheral disciplines to be practiced by one in one's life. Then only we are qualified for meditation. Nowadays what happens, any Tom, Dick and Harry leading a very excessive life of animalistic existence suddenly goes, I want to learn meditation, vipassana meditation. And there are many yogas, hot yoga, cold yoga. See? These are all cartoons. It is something like this. I eat a lot. A minimum of 8 breads I eat, 8 chapatis. That is my quota. So when I take the 8 chapati, now I am full. So one day I thought, let me do some shortcut. So I kept 8 chapatis in front of me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when I will eat this 8 chapati, my hunger will be satiated. So what I did, I ate the 8th chapati first. And come on, hunger is not gone. What is the reason? See? And I thought I am very intelligent, I am very smart, and I wanted to have a shortcut. Why to go through first chapati, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh? Why not eat directly 8th? In the same manner, we don't practice Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan, and we want Samadhi meditation. And all abnormalities start surfacing. See? And what is their meditation? That you start jumping like a frog. Or you want to levitate. A mosquito can do without meditation. Simply floating in the air. See, friends, this is how we should very clearly understand. We should never opt for any shortcuts in life. Those who are opting for the shortcuts, they are cut short. Never do that. We have to go step by step. So the first step in attainment of self-discipline is Yama sadhana. So we come in contact with the world first. So when we come in contact with the world, what are the self-imposed discipline on ourselves? Friends, when discipline is imposed on ourselves from outside, it becomes a burden. It becomes a torture. But when the discipline is self-imposed, now like those who wake up early morning on their own, for them waking up early morning is not a burden, is not a problem, is not a punishment. And those who keep on sleeping up to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and if they have to wake up early in the morning, Mummy, no, another 5 minutes. There was a mother and she had a son. And mother woke up the son. Beta, come on, get up, you have to go to school. He again covered himself and slept without talking. Again, after some time, the mother came and woke him up. Come on, go, get up, you have to go to school. Once, twice, thrice. So when the mother was nagging again and again, the son said, I don't want to go to school, useless, all shooting, anybody comes with a gun and all that is rubbish, I don't want to go to school and all that. Again the mother, come on beta, get up, you have to go to school. But why should I go to school? He said, because you are a principal of the school, you have to go. See friends. So that person who is forced out of the bed, he suffers. And the one who accepts early to bed and early to rise is the way to be healthy, wealthy and wise. Our life is the exactly opposite. Late to bed and late to rise is a guarantee for unhealthy and otherwise. But we don't understand that because no self-control. And not only that, then we justify. Like when the people come from here and there, their justification is, no, I am having a jet lag. I think, what jet lag? The jet was flying, you were simply sitting in the flight. You didn't do anything. It's only in the mind. See, friends, therefore, when we come in contact with the world, we have to have a self-discipline. So there are 5 aspects of the self-discipline when we come in contact with the world. Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Aparigraha, Brahmacharya. The first is Ahimsa. Ahimsa is the foundation of human dignity. If we are human beings, if we are leading a real humane life, then the first principle is live and let live. We talk about love, 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 and go on killing the animals and eating them. See, in Lonavala it happened. I was having my beautiful bungalow, and all around we had a beautiful garden. Nice flowers, rose flowers, big, big. One day one lady came, and I was inside the house. She came, she plucked one beautiful big flower and came and she said, Swamiji, how are you? I love you, therefore I got this flower for you. I didn't take it. I said, you plucked that flower from my garden? You count your flowers? I said, of course. No, but I love flowers. I like them so much. Therefore, I got it for you. I said, please don't love me. Why? He'll pluck my head and give to somebody. I love Swamiji so much. Love cannot be destructive. See, friends. But we imagine that we are leading a very good life. What very good life? Ahimsa is non-injury to anyone at the body level, at the speech level, at the mind level. So three types of ahimsa. First is at the body level. We have no freedom to hurt anybody physically, to kill somebody physically. We have no freedom. See, friends. But if you see the whole world under the disguise of so many excuses, violence happens, and that is called as prosperous, advanced, overdeveloped society. See, friends. Because there is no self-control. Driving a car on the road, we have freedom. But that freedom is not like the freedom we have in India. In India, you can drive anyway, doesn't matter. As long as you don't commit accident, it's okay. Police say, never mind. Accident nahi kiya na, theek hai, go ahead. But the real freedom of driving a car is when your driving is protected by the rules and regulation. It is a guarded freedom. If the freedom is not guarded, up to this limit you can drive the car. Beyond this limit, if you go, it is not accepted. You have to drive the car only on the right side of the road. No, but I am from India, I want to drive on the left side. Then you go back to India, you have to drive here. Rules are rules. So when the freedom is not guarded, it becomes licentiousness. See, friends. So, are we exercising our freedom in life in a proper manner? Or, no, I failed, I took the gun and shot 10-20 people and I shot myself also. What? Is it a human life or what? Worse than animals. Animals don't kill, only when they are hungry, then only they kill. And they are living only on natural instincts. Have you ever seen one tiger went and started killing so many calves or so many animals or so many deers? One he killed, then he went, other killed, third killed. No. See, friends. So, the first principle of Yama sadhana is ahimsa. Whenever the killing instinct comes in our mind, understand the worst is being imposed on ourselves by ourselves. Nothing can justify that you kill others, including animals. They have got every right to live. Ahimsa at the physical level. See? Then the second ahimsa comes at the speech level. We have no business to hurt anybody through words. It is said that the wound created by words is deeper than the wound created by the weapons. About this I'll tell you one example. There was, I don't know where is that lady now, one lady in Delhi, a Punjabi lady, very beautiful, elderly one, must be, when she met me, he was about 65 or so. And she spoke to me about her problem. Her problem was that, Swamiji, please tell me how to sort out this problem. I said, what is the problem? My son, he is also very tall, fair, handsome. He is my son. And she was beautiful, very good. But he fell in love with one girl, and the girl was nowhere even comparable to him. So super average, nowhere comparable. Nobody will even accept her as his wife. So I told him, I have no objection, you get married to whomsoever you want, but at least select someone beautiful. What kind of girl you are going to get married throughout life? And he finally got married to that girl. Now this girl heard all these words. Throughout her life, there was only one answer. Why America attacked Afghanistan? Because I am not beautiful, Why there was a Katrina in New Orleans? Because I am not beautiful, therefore the Katrina happened. See? Why there was earthquake? I am not beautiful, earthquakes happen. Any news, any time the mother-in-law opens the mouth, this girl has only one answer. I am not beautiful. So, she asked me, Swamiji, what should I do? I said, I am also not beautiful. Now you can imagine that one sentence has made such a deep wound on the mind of that girl that she can never forget it. See, friends, therefore, ahimsa with reference to speech. Our tongue is a very peculiar instrument. When it talks, it can create such a wound which can never be repaired. But if the tongue gets wounded, it can get repaired very quickly. See? And therefore, one of the most important discipline, Yama sadhana, with reference to ahimsa and with reference to speech is, before we talk to anybody on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? How many times we talk all unwanted things? And then after regrets, I shouldn't have said. But by then the damage is already created. Particularly Indians. Who is an ideal Indian? Who wants to know everything about you? Where are you from? When were you born? Why were you born? Why don't you die? One after another. There is no need. See? Like wherever we go, the same question. Swamiji, where is your ashram? And who is your guru? One day on Bombay airport, one gentleman came and asked me this question. He came and the next seat was free. He said, can I sit? I said, how do I know? Whether you can sit or not, how can I know? I am going to sit. I said, okay, sit. He said, he should have asked, may I sit? He said, not. But can I sit? He said, how do I know? He said. Then he said, who is your guru? First he said, Babaji, who is your guru? So I touched his feet. Said, you are my guru. He got so disgusted. Then he said, Babaji, what is your name? I said, you already told me, Babaji is my name. How are you going? I said, by the flight. Now on the airport, you don't go walking. Then who pays for your tickets? I said, people like you. They give me money. Now, like you met me, now when you are you going to go empty-handed? No, you will always give me some money. Now he was caught. How much unwanted things. And because of that, there is a problem of hang-up. See? There is no need for us to know anything about anybody in this world. Mind your mind. But we keep on accumulating so much of information, not required. One day in some place, in some retreat, we were all having a very nice time. One lady came, Swamiji, I want to take a selfie with you. I said, you cannot take. He said, no. She said, I can take always. I said, you cannot take. I can. I said, take it. And with a style, and she clicked, and a message came. There is no space. Oh, what happened? I said, I don't know. I told you, you cannot take. See, your phone listens to me, not to you. But what happened then? I said, have you learned any time that you have to delete also the unwanted data? Our head is so full of unwanted information that there is no place for the wisdom to enter. How much is only because of this uncontrolled talking. Before we talk to anybody on any topic, practice this. Is it necessary to talk? You will come to know more than 99% cases you will reply to your own question. No need. I should not say, but you are dumb. When you know I should not say, why do you say them? And afterwards regrets. I shouldn't have said like that. It's only because no control. So we have to exercise this self-restraint when we come in contact with the world. So ahimsa at the level of the body, non-injury, no business. Many times people are unknowingly injurious to others because they are not living in awareness. There used to be a friend of mine, he is also Swami. I always used to tell him, I said, hey, you keep away from me, don't come near me. Talk from a distance. He had a very funny habit. Whenever he will come, suppose he has come from behind, he will give you one hard. Yaar, how are you? Why do you beat me, yaar? This is not the way to express your love. Are you wild or what? Be a domestic in your love. Physical injury, similarly, injury through words, ahimsa, should be totally stopped. And the third and the most important is the ahimsa, non-injury at the level of the thoughts. Never think negative, bad about anything or anybody in this world. It is in the degrees of subtlety. Physical wound will be repaired. The wound created by the speech is difficult to repair. But the wound created by the destructive thinking cannot be repaired. Like the terrorism that happens, it is himsa first by thought, then by words, and then by action. See, friends. Therefore, this principle of ahimsa only can help us live together without fear from each other. Wherever there is an element of fear, there is an operation of himsa, there is absence of ahimsa. Wherever there is a fear. See, friends. Therefore, when we deal with the world, when we take sannyas, in that sannyas we take one vow. That vow is, may nobody be afraid of me. That is most important. If somebody is afraid, oh, that fellow has come, he may kill me, or he may take away my things, then we are not practicing ahimsa. So while dealing with the world, what is important is, are we practicing ahimsa or not? This is the first principle of Yama sadhana, ahimsa. With this foundation, when we begin, all other things follow naturally. Like this table has got 4 legs, they are all connected with each other. If I pull one leg, other 3 will automatically come with less efforts. In the same manner, if we start our life on the foundation of ahimsa, therefore ahimsa paramo dharma, the supreme dharma of a human being is ahimsa. And this ahimsa is practiced even by the animals. Animals don't kill unless there is hunger. But we kill and keep it in the fridge. See, friends, let us practice this and initiate a process of self-discipline in our life. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.